frustration from coming back from that? Because I can imagine, I don't think you've had any kind of injury like that before, have you?
I've had surgery on my shoulder back in 2006. That was the clavicle. They had to cut out 2 centimetres of my right shoulder, off the clavicle. It has been quite frustrating though with the right elbow because it is a throwing arm. So when they do play with nerves or anything like that, it becomes a little bit more serious than just muscle and tendons. So it has been quite frustrating. The road has been very long, but you do try your hardest to stay positive and stay committed to what you're doing. Sometimes I wake up and it's just so painful that it is hard, but the drive and the fire still burning inside, so I had to find a way, and I'm just very grateful to even start competing, let alone being here. It's been a very long, difficult road, but I'm not giving up.
Beginning of the season, then when you mapped out what you wanted to achieve for the year, what did that look like?
I didn't quite know what the year was going to be like with this injury in particular, because I had no idea what it entailed. With bones I have had experience with muscles I've had experience with, and it's all very well and fine, it kind of all works out, where this on the other hand was a little bit more difficult. My plan was to start competing in July and then work our way up towards there without putting too much pressure on ourselves heading into Beijing, and saying that I would love to go to Beijing because it's, I do love competing at World Champs, but then the long-term goal is Rio. So regardless of everything else that happens this year, we got to make sure that our work is, as we're heading towards Rio, and not damaging ourselves more this year and jeopardy for next year.
Is that your last Olympics, Valerie?
I don't know.
You sure?
You
must get that question a lot.
All the time.
Yeah.
But it's my 4th Olympic Games,
which is amazing.
And I want to finish well, and I think deep down for me, I think Rio will be it.
Yeah.
I would like to retire, however, at the Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast.
Right.
But Rio is, for me, is my ultimate.
You could always come home. Really come home in 2017 and do it, couldn't you?
Yeah. you could. But in saying that, the Commonwealth Games would probably think for me is definitely a home-grown games, and it's going to be in Gold Coast in Australia. So it's close to home. Yeah. It'll be great to be there with family and friends and to finish my career off that way.
Listen, you're back at the Olympic Stadium
Saturday, yeah.
Tell me about the memories from 2012 and obviously how you hope to perform on the weekend.
Let's just say 2012 wasn't the most gracious feeling for me with all the other stuff that was going on, but I did come back in 2013. I had a great time in the stadium competing, and I am looking forward to going back there this Saturday and just having a good time, smiling and enjoying what I love to do with passion. My goal is to try and get a season's best and work my way up from there.
Listen, good luck. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so
much.